Pick the Nintendo Shack and pray. Frederick from Fire Emblem Awakening says, yo.
Greetings, Koopalings, and welcome to this week's episode of the Nintendo Shack Podcast, Pokemon Scarlet, Violet, and Nintendo 64 Adventures. How are you doing today, Garrett?
I'm doing okay. Yeah, just chilling.
Chilling.
Thanksgiving, and I've been through the Black Friday battles and just chilling for today. So
yeah, long weekend. I had a little bit of time to relax, get together with family, eat a lot of good food. I didn't really do any Black Friday shopping, but I'm very excited to hear about your stories.
Well, we decided to go to actually one of the outlet malls here in San Francisco and to get some really good deals. I knew it was going to be busier than usual because it's Black Friday, of course. Black Friday is like crazy out there in the US. For people who don't know, we didn't know it was going to be this bad. It was
boy,
jammed up traffic.
Yeah, it's Black Friday. Don't you ever hear about the stories?
No, I mean, I hear the stories.
Don't leave the house on Black Friday. I don't.
Yeah, it's probably smart. But yeah, it normally takes about 50 minutes to get there. It took actually 2 hours to actually even get to the place, park, and then every store we went to in that outlet had a line just out the door, and they're just waiting for people to come in and stuff. But we did get some good deals. So
okay, were you looking for anything specific, or just to see if you could get some good deals on whatever?
I actually got some dress shirts for myself. Okay. So yeah. So did save some money going over there, but man, Black Friday in the outlet mall. Never again. I've experienced it. Well, I've been Black Friday deal shopping before. It's never been this bad though. Like I've been
okay, so it was worse than normal.
Yeah, I've been to the malls in Dallas. I've been to like a lot of shops like Northeast too. Like I've been all around. This is by far the worst I've ever seen.
Well, you're in a bigger city,
That's true.
It's more people.
Yeah, I mean, it seems big. I think it's more spread out than big. San Francisco's actually not that big of a city if you actually just look at the building. But yeah, you're right. A lot of people are attracted to go to, the outlet malls. Man, I felt bad for those workers though. They were just going through the daily routine. Oh gosh. I'm sure they were so exhausted by the end of their shift.
I hope that I always hear stories about people just being rude on Black Friday to the employees. Like, just be a decent person. Like, they don't want to be there. They don't want to put up with all that crap. So just be nice. But I've always been more of a Cyber Monday person because I don't like the crowds. I don't like to go out and fight all of that. Did you get any? I know that it's like never one day anymore. It's never just Black Friday on Friday. It's never just Cyber Monday on Monday. Like, all these deals have been going on for a couple days, if not a couple weeks by now. Did you get any good video game deals or sales?
Video game deals and sales. I actually not like particularly like a lot of games, maybe some Steam games because they were just so cheap. It's like, why don't you just go for it? It's like, might as well. But I did get a nice little early Christmas gift of a 1 terabyte micro SD card. So something's coming in the mail tomorrow that I'm very, very excited about. And I'm sure everyone can guess what it is. But I will talk more about it next week. So those are my
update us next week. I haven't really done too much yet, but I did see The Last of Us Part 2 was on sale for $10. And I don't have that game yet, so I did pick that up. That's really the only thing I did so far. And that was like not even on Black Friday. That was earlier in the week. Just because these stores start these sales so early. Like, you can get in on all the deals and stuff all week long now. It was at Best Buy. I don't know if it's still if that deal is still going on or not, but I went ahead and picked that up.
I did get Horizon Forbidden West with gift cards on Best Buy with Best Buy. It was like $30, and trick for you too. You have a PS5. Get the PS4 version of Horizon Forbidden West.
And do the
Because,
upgrade.
yeah, Jim Ryan promised us a free upgrade for that one. You just saved yourself $10 right there.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
need the PS5 version at all. So
It just like annoys me though that it's like the PS4 label on the box if I'm like
everyone
playing it
says
as a PS5 game. Like, I don't know. I know that means nothing. I'm just like a physical game collector, and like, I don't know, it just bothers me.
I understand. I understand people wanting to pay an extra $10, but man, it's the same exact
Yeah,
version.
it
You're just
is. It
putting
is
a
the
disc
same.
in there
Mhm.
and pretty much good. But yeah,
Yeah.
other than that, nothing much else. Other than that, just chilled. So yeah,
Mhm.
and
Well,
played some
good.
Pokemon.
Yes, let's talk about Pokemon because we have
Let's
both
talk
had a little
about
bit
Pokemon.
more. We've both had some more time to dive into it this week. I don't know where you are in the game, but I am approaching the end game with it. In
Cool.
Scarlet, I have done all of the gyms, I've done all of the Titan Pokemon, and I've done all of the Team Star bases,
Yes, the
whatever they're
bases, the
called.
hideouts.
So I did all of those. And I
Wow.
think for some of them, I did kind of cheese my way through them where I was very under leveled going into them. And I knew that. And I had a tough time, but I managed to squeak out a win anyway. But everyone's telling me you're not going to be able to squeak through like the Elite Four and all the end game stuff.
Got it.
So what I've been doing today is just, grinding, trying to like raise the level of my team just so that like I can be in a comfortable spot for the end game. I'm hoping to beat it tomorrow.
Cool. That would be cool. How
Where
many
are you
hours
at
are
in
you
the
in
game?
now?
Oh,
I'm just
I'm like
curious.
approaching 30, I think.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Okay, sounds good. I am I just got my third gym badge. And then I've done 2 out of the 5 for Titans and 2 out of the 5 for hideouts. So I'm
Okay.
like almost midway, I guess. Yeah. Well, I'm still playing it. That's a thing. I
That
didn't
is a thing.
I didn't rage quit out of it, but man, oh man. It's definitely an N64 adventure. When you pulled that tweet out today, I was just like, oh my gosh.
Somebody had sent me a screenshot and said, wow, this is such a great N64 game because it does look very low poly. And so I took the liberty of doing a little bit of Photoshop and removing the Pokemon trainer from it and put the Super Mario 64 Mario model over it and just the overlay from that game. And it looks like it should be from that era. I even put the CRT scan lines on it, which like funnily enough, the CRT scan lines make the background look better because it's almost like it's so low poly that it should have them to like blend it together a little bit.
Yeah. Like blur the lines together. Oh my goodness.
It's an ugly game, but
it is.
Underneath all of that crust, I think it's a really good game. I think it's really fun. It's the most fun I've had with Pokemon in a long time. I think they did a lot of steps gameplay-wise in the right direction. What are your thoughts? You're still playing. You've done some, a little bit of each part of the game so far. What are you thinking gameplay-wise? If you ignore all the performance, ignore all the ugliness.
Yeah, it's good. I like the gameplay loop of it for sure. I like how it's a little bit more open for you to explore. You kind of go wondrously around, but yeah, this is definitely more fun than Sword and Shield, and I'm having a lot more fun in Sword and Shield. Probably, I'm enjoying it as much as Sun and Moon, which I really enjoyed Sun and Moon a lot. So. I'm liking all the different Pokemon. There's so many Pokemon in this one compared to previous one. I don't know how many was in Sword and Shield, but the 400, that's a lot. That's like more than double a gen, right? Like it's so many diverse all across the different generations, kind of just mix bag it together with some new Pokemon. That's the way to go. I think
What do
there's a
you
nice
think of the
variety
new
of Pokemon.
lines, like all the new Pokemon?
They're fine, I guess. I don't know. I just think them as Pokemon now. Like it's just like okay, great, more Pokemon. I don't know if I have any. I have Pomo in my party. I'm trying to evolve it, and I think I found a way to quickly evolve it, so I'm still going through that. But other than that, I'm trying to think. I have was it a poison ghost Pokemon? I forgot what it's called. No, wait, it's not poison ghost. It was dragon ghost.
Ooh,
And
okay.
it's the small little thing. I'll probably evolve eventually, but yeah, I'm really bad at Pokemon names, by the way.
That's okay. I know. I never know their names either because I always nickname mine, so it takes me forever to learn the actual names.
Hold on, I think I can just pull up what my party is right now.
Yeah, tell me who you got.
Yeah, I'm currently.
I've been using the new Wooper and Quagsire evolution.
Wooper.
It's like Clodsire, I think, is the evolution. He's just a unit. What?
Where's Wooper? Like,
Wooper?
Is it west? Well, yeah. Where is the Pokemon?
Oh, I don't know. They're all over. They're brown now. They're pooper now.
Oh, I can't find them. I didn't find any. Actually, yeah.
Well, that's like so funny. Like
west?
it's I don't know. I would have to check, but that's like so funny because of like I don't think so. No. With the open world design, like it's so funny that if I go a completely different direction than you, like you might be encountering Pokemon that I didn't see until like late game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm seeing a Primate out in the distance.
Gone in two other directions.
Yeah, so my party has Grafai, the monkey.
Yeah, I love him.
I have him. I got Dreadnought, which is a water rock turtle Pokemon. I think he was from previously. Talonflame.
Okay.
Which is the flame and flying. I got Dreepy. That's the dragon.
I didn't see a Dreepy this whole game. He was one of my favorites from Sword and Shield. I don't know where you caught him.
Very early on.
Wow.
And then Palmo. He's like Palmo is a unit too. He sucks at defense, but he has so much speed. It doesn't matter. Like like once I have a super effective move, that Pokemon's done on the other side. And then I love Meowscarada.
Me too. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I like and this is the evolved form of Sprigatito, the final evolution of him. And I don't remember if I said this last time, but I think there were some potential fan art designs that I liked a little bit better, but overall, like, I feel very glad that I evolved it. I think it could have been a lot worse. I think it's a cool design.
It's a cool design, and that Pokemon's pretty powerful.
He is strong,
the move that learns when that Pokemon evolves into, man, it's a critical hit every time. It literally
Flower
says it in the description.
I think it's called. Yeah,
Flower trick every time. And it's so good.
Let me tell you about the Pokemon that I caught that accident. And I've only catch new gen Pokemon each time that I play a new gen. Like I try to use at least in the story, like the new Pokemon. Do you remember that little ghost dog that was revealed in the beginning, Grievard or something? So he evolves and he learns a move called Last Respects. No, it's not Last Resort. It's Last Respects. It's like he's the only one that knows that move. And for each teammate that is fainted on your team, for each Pokemon that's fainted on your team, that move does more damage. So it's like base 50. And then I thought that it was going to be like an additional 10 damage per team member that's fainted. It's an additional 50 damage. So if your whole team is wiped out and you're using him with that move, it does 300 damage each time it does that attack. And so I was able to like wipe out like gym leaders that were like 11 levels over me just by like spamming that move. It's broken. It is so insane.
That is crazy. It is a ghost type move. So will it affect normal? Or does it affect normal types?
No. So like you can't use it against normal types, but you can use it against everything else.
Yeah, pretty much. Wow.
Yeah,
that's actually
so I've been having fun with it. I've been having fun doing the Terra raids, especially with friends. It's a good way to like grind and get like experience candy and like other rare items.
The Terra raids.
Yeah, and I have been enjoying like no random encounters. I'm glad that like all the Pokemon are out in the overworld because then I can just like avoid battles when I want to. Like if I'm trying to get from like one place to another and I don't really care about like getting into battles, I don't have to.
Now, the terror raids, are they like level wise? Are they more can you face one by yourself, or is it more like a team effort? Or like is
Yeah,
it
you
online
can.
matching?
So like it's like it's similar to how it was in Sword and Shield with like a star
Okay.
system, like 1 star, 2 stars, like those are the easier ones. And then you can have like 3 or 4 stars before you beat the game, but you can call NPCs to come help you. Like it doesn't have to
Okay.
be like soloing it. Like you could have 3 NPCs come help you. Or if you connect online, you could have 3 random other users come online and help you. Like you
Oh,
don't
that's
have to
cool
know
actually.
them. Like you can just like kind of ask for randoms. Likewise, you can go like into the online menu and you see like, okay, like somebody's looking for help on this, on this Corviknight raid or whatever.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay, like I want a Corviknight. Like I'm gonna jump in that one and help them.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, that part's
Gotcha.
good.
Cool.
The multiplayer,
Cool.
I think I said last time, is like surprisingly good. Like it's a strong connection. You can go do whatever you want while the other people in your world are playing. You can't really do much with them besides like the picnic, making sandwiches, but like it's
Mm-hmm.
cool to just mess around. I would recommend everyone try it if they can.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I underneath all of the jank and crust and ugliness, I've been having a lot of fun with it.
I'm still playing it, so that says something.
Mm-hmm.
It's a trash looking game, but I'm still playing it and having some level of fun.
Yeah.
Um, I I want to mention some negative, not negative things, but critiques.
Yeah.
Other than the game performance, I
Yeah. Yeah.
think the level scaling of this game is off, and
Yeah.
you can obviously tell that as you go throughout the game. It's like they're really trying to make sure that it scales with you, but it's just so hard knowing where the user is wanting to go next, and then
Mm-hmm.
how do you level scale that up.
Yeah.
So I kind of wish that was a little bit better, or in some like I'm thinking in some instance in the next game they can try out just like fixed levels. You just like fix.
Mm-hmm.
I like the open area, and that's cool. I'm not really into the big like go this direction or this direction type
Yeah.
of deal. I still like some linear path that's kind of
It
open.
should. I
You
wish
know.
it did just like, and at first I thought that it did because if you go to the Pokemon centers and you talk to the nurse Joy or whoever, and
Hmm.
she says, do you need help, deciding where to go next? I thought that that would be like a suggested route, but all it does is recommend the closest
You know.
place for you to go. So like if you ask her in one town, it'll suggest like the nearest gym. If you go across, the map to a different Pokemon Center, it'll just suggest whoever's closest. So that's not helpful at all because I can
Yeah.
read a map.
No.
But you're right. Like I think it should reward, if you try to go out and go, on your own way and let you do it however you want to do it, but it should guide you a little bit more. The way
Mhm.
I dealt with that was, just kind of going where I wanted to go, and if it was too high, I would just leave and come back later.
Yeah. Yeah. I kind of made a like a route from the east and going kind of north and climbing my way up. I'm
Mhm.
still getting like I don't know. It's hard to navigate some of these areas. Like there's certain features on the map, but you just don't really know where the direction is. I remember there's just
Mhm.
this one area in the world. It's like a mountain range, and then it kind of is adjacent to the ice mountain or whatever. And it's just like I honestly I didn't know how to get through it.
Mhm.
Um, and then the scaling was off. So yeah, there's just some a little bit of just I don't know. Um, it's kind of messed up granularly sometimes.
Yeah.
Other
Yeah.
than that, I'm getting through it just fine. I'm toughing it out. I think the bases were the hardest for me by far. The gyms
Oh, okay.
and the Titans were super easy. Like there were 2 or 3 levels below me. And then
Mhm.
when I went to the nearest hideout, it was like 3 or 4 levels above me. And I had
Wow,
to like
okay.
stick around there and train. Yeah.
I had a little bit of an opposite experience because I feel like I did all of the gyms and Titans first before I even did any of the star bases. I
Oh wow.
saved most
Okay.
of the star bases for last, and then by the time I went back around to them, they were so easy that I was able to just kind of plow right through them, except for one. One of them ended up being such a high level that like it was actually pretty difficult for me. The fighting one, I had to try a couple times. But you're right. It's like kind of works both ways where you might get to an area that is too high level for you because you don't really know where to go next. But then also, you come back around later in the game to an area that you might have missed in the early game and you're just wiping out all of the Pokemon because you were supposed to go there early and you didn't know it.
Yeah, and then like the third gym, it was funny. It was like I got the third gym and there's you can now catch and Pokemon level up to 35 and make them obey you. I'm like my entire team is like level 38 to 42 now.
Yeah.
Like, this doesn't do anything for me.
Yeah.
It was so interesting. The gyms were kind of like pretty close actually. They were just a little below me, so I can tell there's some scaling going on there. When I was facing my rival the second time in the third gym, I think it's like a fixed set for that rival.
It might be.
She was so below me, like level 21, and I was level 38. And I'm like, this is messed up. This is clearly some dissonance there. So,
Yeah, and as for you were talking about like navigation and like not really knowing how to get to one place. I would suggest like if you want to navigate to more areas sooner, do the Titan battles because for each Titan battle that you do, you unlock like a different navigation method for your legendary
ability. Yeah.
So it helps you get places sooner.
Cool Sounds good. I will keep note of that. Other than that, the Pokemon, there's a lot of them. Every time I go into a new area, I feel like I need to catch like 30 or 40 more Pokemon in order to like, keep up with the decks. It's kind of crazy.
Have you been doing any of the auto battling at all, like to battle them, or you just send out your Pokemon and it like auto battles it for you?
Sometimes I've experimented with it, but I'm not like too hyped about it because it seems a little random of how much these Pokemon defeat each other. Like I send out like one of my Pokemon in my party and it's like, barely any like health points gonna chipped off, and then the next Pokemon almost killed it, and I'm like, okay, I don't know how to gauge this.
I think it takes into account the level
type,
of both Pokemon and the typing, and it like does one matchup. Like your Pokemon's not using any of its moves or anything. It's like one matchup. It determines the winner and the loser, and that's it.
Yeah, pretty much. I think I did it around the hideouts just to like kind of boost my levels a little bit, quicker. I find it quicker if I just throw out my Pokemon out there and just let them battle. I think that's kind of cool. But a little nifty auto feature on the side, but I'm not doing it like all the time or whatever.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, the game did surpass 10 million copies sold in just 3 days, which makes it the highest global sales level for any software on any Nintendo platform ever. So we talk about all this jank, we talk about all these performance issues. Does it matter? Absolutely not. Do you think they'll fix it? Do you think they'll patch these issues?
No. I don't think so. I don't think maybe a patch of like major things, like the major things that we see on video, like the eyes popping out or some of the lighting
issues with the models. I've gotten game crashes where the software just closes like 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, I would see, overall I don't know how much patching they can really do. To be honest with you, they're
not going to fix the textures. They're not going to fix they're not going to do any of that.
Yeah, they're not going to be CD Projekt Red on this. They're not going to fix everything. They're on to the next thing because they know this is a hit. Like this is the highest global sales level for any software on any Nintendo platform this fast. They don't care. They're on to the next thing.
Do you think this game will, definitely the DLC. Do you think this game will surpass the sales of Red and Blue, making it the highest selling Pokemon game?
It has potential because of what was the last Pokemon game? Was it Sword and Shield? That was kind of close.
I believe so.
Yeah, I think so too. We were going through some of those
Yeah.
sales last time. Yeah, that was super close. I think this will be much closer and maybe higher just because of the Switch base and this being a brand new Pokemon game and being open world or whatever. I think it's going to have a lot of momentum going forward and getting a lot of those sales. So,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I don't, the memory leak stuff, I don't think that's going to be patched up either, just because Monolith Soft never patched Xenoblade Chronicles 2. That has a memory leak as well in that game. Even though how good the performance is, there's still a leak. And so I just don't think they'll do too much with this game. Maybe one patch to fix the major stuff, but
Yeah.
that's a lot.
Digital Foundry did an analysis of it, talking about low optimization, polygon issues. Did you dive into that at all? I didn't watch that.
I watched like the first 12 or 13 minutes and I just got the gist of it. I didn't want to like watch anymore. It was more about, it wasn't like about technically how bad it was. It was just design wise and like the textures, how repeated it was. Look how bad the frame rates are. Look how bad like what the, the frames per second and like certain distance thresholds or whatever. It's blatantly obvious in the classroom. So it's just kind of an overview of what's the problems with here. And they clearly knew it was a timing issue and not like a Switch performance issue. So they just kind of go over the highlights. They compared it to Legends Arceus as well. And they show Legends Arceus is performing better than this. And so they have some examples like that.
Yeah. Digital Foundry does a good job with that.
Yeah. And it's just not to like, harp on Scarlet and Violet. We're just, they're explaining why, I think it's cool to see the details, and Digital Foundry, as you said, does a very good job of just picking out the details of that.
Yeah. I feel like there's a lot of fighting going on from both sides, where some people are saying like, how could you defend this game? This is so lazy. Game Freak is, why are you like, how can this be fun? You shouldn't be enjoying this. Whereas the other side is like on the other extreme, like, it's fun. Who cares about, the performance issues? Like, stop complaining about it. This is a fun game. And I think it's like possible to talk about both. I definitely think that there's no excuse for, the issues at this point, but I'm going to talk about the fun things too. Like, I think it's, you're allowed to be critical about games that you enjoy and you're allowed to enjoy games with glaring issues.
Yeah. So. That's why I'm so mixed with this. Cause I see this game and it's just so janky. It's
disappointing.
Like a lot of I don't know if I've come across a game I'm having so much fun by having so much issues with just the technical problems with it, and graphically, and just from like a texture artist design wise. Like the developers know this. Game Freak kind of knows what they put out. Like, and I'm sure they were just pressed for time. It's like they were in the game developer meeting, and I can just hear the mindset right now. It's like, okay, we got this Legends Arceus going on. We have great ideas over here. Let's pull all those great ideas and put in this new game. When's the deadline? Oh, it's October. Oh, it's November 2022. So only 10 months later. Well, okay, this is what we're going to cut. And this is what we're going to cut. Like all this other stuff that would, I think given enough time, give it another year. I just think it would be a fantastic game. It would be like top game of the year stuff, but
why would they, when they can sell, over 10 million copies, this weekend, and then next year sell 10 million more copies? Like, why would they wait? They don't need to. They clearly do not need to.
Yeah, that's true.
It's a shame though. It is a shame. I agree with you. Nintendo is giving refunds. Some reports have come out that people are requesting refunds for Scarlet and Violet when they pre-ordered it. They do give refunds, but not like you can't just go into the eShop and like request a refund. You have to call them. If you have requested too many refunds, they might deny it. But people are saying that they are giving refunds for this if you try to.
Yes, if you give enough reason, if your playtime's low, and it's like within the kind of the purchase time frame or whatever, I think they'll be a little lax about it. So if you're really not enjoying it, and if you're not like into the technical stuff, you can really argue against in the customer service part and get that removed and get it refunded. So at least that's good. Yeah. I think that's fair.
I think it should be easier to refund games on Nintendo, but that's a different conversation.
Me too.
But if you are enjoying the game and you're excited about the Terra Raid battles and you're trying to, boost your Pokedex, the first Terra Raid battle event has begun. It's the Eevee Spotlight from now until November 28th. So you have a couple more days. You can tell which ones are the event raids on your map because they have kind of like a glowing white ring around the icon. So they're all EVs, and they have a chance at their hidden ability, and they have all the different Terra types. So you can get like an EV with a Dragon Terra type, an EV with like an Ice Terra type. They're all over.
That's kind of cool.
And then in December, they're going to have the Charizard Spotlight. So Charizard will be added into the game, and you'll be able to get different Terra type Charizard. They're pretty cool. They're an easy way to just grind for like good items and like, try to get cool Terra types and things like that. So get on the Eevee one if you want to in the next couple days, and look out for the Charizard one.
I need to get an Eevee then pretty soon. I'll probably catch one tonight or tomorrow.
Yeah.
So, yeah. Anything
else on Pokemon Scarlet and Violet for now?
I need to play with you, Rebecca. We need to trade Pokemon if we need to. We need to make sandwiches together and give it to our legendaries. Oh my goodness. This is the most ridiculous thing ever. Like,
it's so funny. I'm telling you, like,
it's absurd.
Trust me. It's so fun. But you can make different sandwiches and like give yourself like boosts. Like it gives you like a shiny boost. It gives you like a catching boost. All these sorts of perks when you make them. So it's like not just for nothing. The animation is so bad.
It's like, what am I watching?
But it's like so bad that it's funny. Like I saw somebody edit it into like one of the WarioWare animations because it looks like it would be out of like a WarioWare mini game.
Oh my gosh.
I'll just send that to you. It's very funny. We had a new Fire Emblem character trailer again. Tell us about that one, Garrett.
Yeah, so we had another trailer specifically focusing on the legacy spiritual characters that will be in this game. So all the characters that come from previous Fire Emblem games, they will be kind of in here and kind of explain the engage ability with your main ones. It's kind of like Sparks in Mario plus Rabbids, where there are these rings that you can assign to a main character, and then that ring will summon that legacy character, whether it be Marth or Chrom or Lucina or whatever that character is. And on top of that, they have like these special abilities. Kind of like one explanation is like you reset certain characters' moves within a turn. I think that's kind of a game changer in some instance, because if you can reset a move with a character, you can have an extra move, and that can completely change the way you go through battle. There's some kind of famous characters in there, including Corrin, Celica, Marth's confirmed, Lynn. So many famous previous Fire Emblem characters are in there. I cannot wait for this game, Rebecca. I think this is almost tied with me with Starfield of how excited I am.
Which is above Tears of the Kingdom, just to put that out there.
It's magnitudes above Tears of the Kingdom. Like Tears of the Kingdom is kind of like, here's kind of medium, and Tears of the Kingdom is like, like a little sliver above medium. Like I'm intrigued by it.
Okay, Garrett.
We'll see how it goes. But yeah.
No, that's good though. I'm glad that you're excited for this. It looks like it's kind of a love letter game just for Fire Emblem fans in general. Like it looks like they're adding so many cool things to it that fans will be excited about.
I've been seeing this one Japanese Twitter account that's been like endlessly posting this game and this gameplay like every day. I just see this Twitter account. It's verified too and everything.
It's like one of the
and
official accounts.
it's not an official account. It's like a fan account, I think,
Oh.
of some kind. It is verified, so because it's so
Is
popular.
it verified the legitimate way or the Twitter blue way?
It's not the Twitter. It was before the Twitter blue.
Okay.
Before the
Just putting
conversion.
that out there,
The
'cause anyone
Elon
can do
Musk.
that now,
right?
Garrett.
The video, like, and every time I see a video, I am just so hyped. It's like it's just the snippets of the battlefield, the snippets of like the animations and characters, and it's really hyping me up. I cannot wait for it in January. I will be getting the special edition one, so
Excellent.
This it's gonna be good stuff.
Very exciting. I wonder how much more of that they'll show, because I feel like it's not right upon us, but I feel like we're a few weeks away now, and
we're 2 months. Yeah.
Okay, 2 months. Okay.
For Fire Emblem Engage, release. Yeah.
Okay.
So, can't wait.
They also revealed this week that the third wave of the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course Pass is coming out on December 7th. 8 more courses will be added to the game. I will list them.
Cool.
London Loop from Tour, Boo Lake from Super Circuit, Rock Mountain from Mario Kart 7, Maple Tree Way from Mario Kart Wii, which is one of my favorites, just putting that out there. Berlin Byways from Wii. Wait, no, that's not from Wii, that's from Tour. Peach Gardens from DS, Merry Mountain from Tour, Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7. I feel like they're going to add a new Rainbow Road probably each time.
Yes.
We have all of them. After this wave, half of the Booster Course Pass tracks will be in the game. So remember, they're adding 48 tracks in all over 6 waves. So this will get me back into the game again. Cool.
Sounds good. I actually played some Mario Kart the other day with Fiona. It was pretty fun.
Oh, cool.
It was pretty chill.
Yeah.
And we went through some of the newer courses, DLC courses. I am very excited for Maple Tree Way. Now, that was one of my favorites as well on Wii. And the Rainbow Road from Mario Kart 7, I'm going to call it here. It's the best one. It's the best Rainbow Road.
I am sure that I played that because I did have Mario Kart 7, but I don't remember it. So I'm excited to re-experience it.
That one doesn't have loops. It's just one track all the way down.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they're pointing out in chat, XPS is pointing out that Merry Mountain is, though it's from Tour, it's debuting in this game. So kind of like how I remember they did that for one of the ones in the last wave, where it's a Tour track, but it's premiering in this game before it comes to Tour. So this will be the first time anyone's playing it.
Oh, I thought I just looked it up. It debuted in 2020.
It did.
I think that's what it says. Yeah. It's a feature course in the 2020 Winter Tour.
Oh, okay. Well, in any case, all the Tour ones, which I think have been kind of
are brand new
ones,
to me. Yeah.
They're brand new to me too. So I'm very excited, and it'll be nice to go back to some of these old ones and see, I think how they are.
I love seeing the revamp of these tracks, especially the N64 ones. They're very nostalgic to me, and just the way they redid them is excellent. Like the railroad track one.
Yes.
Oh my goodness. That one's so good now.
Nostalgic, but they add something to it. I'm excited to see what they do for, the rest of them. Like, ones like the games in Super Circuit, Boo Lake, it's fun, but I'm sure they're adding more to it to make it more exciting.
I think I remember playing this one, not in Super Circuit, but some other Mario Kart game. Maybe Wii or DS or something. But Boo Lake gives me nightmares. You said
that for another one, didn't you? Wasn't there another one that you said something similar for?
It was rough,
or maybe you said, I don't know. I'm excited.
I don't know either, but I remember Boo Lake specifically. It is rough to go through.
I'm very excited. Oh my gosh. So yes, get excited for that. I will definitely be playing probably that way. Well, it's coming out on a Wednesday for some reason, December 7th. So I'll probably be playing that
Interesting.
weekend.
Mhm.
Yeah. And then also we get an update that Nintendo Switch Sports Golf has a release date. It's coming in 2 days on November 28th. It will include 21 holes from the Wii Sports Series. Is that right? That they're not even new courses? They're courses from the
That's what it
previous.
literally said from the Twitter account, from Nintendo Twitter. It says like from.
So you're telling me we waited all that time for courses that already existed in previous games?
Yes, that's exactly what I'm telling you right now.
What were they
nothing new.
doing?
I don't know. Not I guess not doing anything about it. Just I don't know what they're doing. Maybe it's some very small team just figuring this out while the others kind of just develop something else. I don't know.
Did they
I'm
confirm if
sure
other
it's something.
sports are going to be added, or is it like just golf and then they forget about it?
I think it's gonna be just golf and forget about it. Yeah. Golf update will arrive on November 28th and will include a total of 21 holes from the Wii Sports Series. That's literally the first or the second
So
time.
I'd be better off just like going and plugging in my Wii and booting up Wii Sports and just playing golf on there.
Yeah. Pretty much. Let's see how it feels. Report back from Donnie to see if he ever even touches it again. So.
Donnie will. It's golf. Of course he will.
Well, he'll try it, but I know he's not that too excited about it.
No, he shouldn't be excited about it. It's stuff he's played before.
Yeah. And it is a free update. Well, it should be a free update because it's unfinished. I don't think. Yeah, I don't think.
I think that game is my most disappointed from this year.
I can't believe it was this year. I even forgot. Like it went out of my mind. Like, oh, that was a thing that happened earlier this year.
Yeah.
It looks weird. I don't want to play any of the sports. It's kind of bland. I'm good. Yeah.
I just remember when that was announced, the game, when the game was announced, like I was very excited because like I had so much fun with Wii Sports, and like maybe it's because I'm not a kid anymore, but like I don't know. I just feel like they could have done so much more with it.
Well, I think Wii Sports was so, even though it's a packing game or whatever, it felt playful. It felt like full of like character and life. There's some wacky stuff, even though it seems clean. I like the Wii Avatar stuff. I love,
it has charm. It has character. Switch Sports has none of that. It does not have any charm.
It's just very vanilla, and that's pretty much it. And I think Nintendo was just like, oh, we had a Wii Sports, we had a Wii U Sports, we need a Switch Sports. It'll do so well.
It feels like one of those games, like one of those third-party shovelware games that you would get out of the bargain bin for $5 in Walmart.
And then forget about it.
Yeah.
So.
Whatever. Anyway, that wraps up the news for this week. Let's end the show with questions directly from you. Starting with Kyle the Pug wants to know, what are some games that you wish would get a Black Friday or Cyber Monday sale that you didn't see on sale?
Actually, I have one game in mind. I wish it was on sale at any point. It does go on sale, but not by much. It's Elden Ring. I want to try it out, but it's just always, I like physically, it only goes down to $40. Digitally, good luck finding it below $50.
Yeah.
I'm just like, you know what? I'm good. I don't like Elden Ring is one of those games like I'm not too sure if I would get into it just because of its legacy with the Dark Souls series and everything. But I am intrigued about the open world and how everyone praises about this game. Like so.
Well, I'm sure it's not going on sale this year if it's up, for all these awards, Game of the Year. It's a big conversation piece right now. Though they would be smart to put it on sale so that more people like you will pull the trigger on it. But they're probably selling enough still for the holidays that they don't need to.
Oh yeah, for sure. I'm sure sometime next year it would be on sale for like at least like 50% off or something like that. But
maybe,
God of War Ragnarok it's so close to date. You didn't expect it to go on sale, so that one's just kind of out of the window. I'm surprised Horizon Forbidden West was as low as it was, but it was kind of early in the year.
Yeah.
So at least that was good.
I wish that we had gotten. This is a game that I already have and already played, but I wish that Live Alive, whatever, however you say it.
Yeah.
I wish that game was on sale, because all of y'all who said that they were gonna wait on it to play Xenoblade 3 and then get Live Alive when it goes on sale later in the year, Black Friday. Y'all need to be playing it. You've already finished Xenoblade. You already are looking for something to play next. Play it. It's not on sale. I wish it would be, but it is. It's only $50.
I beat. I need to beat Pokemon, and then I want to ask you a question. I want to beat Pokemon. I want to beat Triangle Strategy, and I want to beat Fire Emblem Three Hopes.
You're going to be pretty RPG'd out.
I'm pretty and then Fire Emblem Engage is January 24th or 20th or whatever. Is that possible? Will I have time to do I think Live Alive will be a next year game for me.
Okay, you're not gonna like what I'm about to say.
Okay, sure.
Replace Triangle Strategy with Live Alive.
Oh my gosh, you're killing me right now.
Do it.
I would rather replace Three Hopes with Live Alive.
Is that Three Hopes is the
it's the Koei Tecmo
yeah. Yeah. Well, that's not an RPG.
It's an action RPG. Yeah. For sure.
Is it?
Oh, okay. Let's get into this conversation. Koei Tecmo. All right. Okay. Not all Koei Tecmo games are action RPG games. I agree with that. Now, the specific ones that are based on RPGs, they're very much close to an RPG as you can get, like the Persona Strikers and Fire Emblems. They are definitely more RPG. I would argue they are action RPGs.
Is there any turn-based battling though?
There is kind of like stop motion stuff, but that doesn't there's no requirement of a turn-based thing to be an RPG.
Because I was just trying to think of splitting up all of your turn-based battle RPGs.
Yeah, these are not turn-based battle RPGs. These are action RPGs, the ones I'm explaining. So think of, I don't know, Skyrim or action-based. Yeah.
So it would make more sense to replace it with Triangle Strategy, because then you won't be having like so many turn-based things. But whatever. I think just play it. It's 20 hours.
I'll get Live Alive next year. Yeah. If it comes on sale, I'm happy to be here.
Yeah, I wish it was.
Is it on sale at all? Like
I don't know.
Is it Nintendo published? Is that why?
It is Nintendo published. So Nintendo is not doing a direct sale. I didn't look that closely at like things, places like Target or Best Buy or anything. So you might find deals there. I'll have to look. Mm-hmm. But it's not on sale directly from Nintendo. Because
Square Enix likes to put their games on sale. So I was just a little surprised Live Alive wasn't on sale when you said it. I don't remember ever seeing it on sale either. So maybe next year, and it'll be a Nintendo, so it'll be cutting the price not too much. Yeah. I don't think it's. Let's see. Live Alive.
I do not see it for sale anywhere.
Goodness.
From any retailer.
It's Black Friday too. And Nintendo was very conservative on their Black Friday deals, as they always are. So
anyway. Yarden wants to know, and I have a feeling this question is targeted towards you. I don't know. What shipping company have you had the worst luck with over the years?
That's a good question. I think it is FedEx. Of all the ones that I'm thinking UPS, the post office, and also FedEx are the three big ones. And FedEx always has given me problems. The others not so much.
Does Best Buy use FedEx?
Best Buy sometimes uses FedEx. They use various things.
Okay. Because I'm trying to remember which one I had the problem with last year when I ordered my Skyward Sword Joy-Con from Best Buy to get shipped to my house. And the box got delivered to my house, and it was clearly tampered with. And I, opened it up, and the box was completely empty.
Right.
And it was like clear that somebody, the delivery person, had, opened up the tape and stole what was inside of it, and then just very shoddily taped it back up. And luckily, FedEx was useless in helping out with it. But luckily, Best Buy reshipped it out to me. But FedEx was like, oh, well, maybe it was somebody who like stole it off of your porch. But like, we got it like within a minute or two of it being delivered off of the porch. Like, where I live, that doesn't happen. So like, it's possible, but no, it didn't happen in this case. So definitely that was not a good situation.
Wow.
I don't really have like any, like, I don't want to like swear off of FedEx or anything, like just because of one problem, but that's like the only thing I've ever really had happen.
I think I use FedEx a lot for shipping off items too, like returning items, and they just, I don't know, it's always been at least an issue like 20% of the time with like a delivery or a shipment out. It's kind of hard with this apartment complex. There's a delivery room, and sometimes there's different FedEx branches. Did you know that? Like, there's different types of FedEx, like home or delivery or whatever, and some of them just don't understand kind of the instructions for delivering packages. It's kind of segregated a little bit with FedEx. I remember working at Carnegie Mellon in Pittsburgh, and when COVID came and shut down everything, we started working earlier, like around, I don't know, May or June that year, and we needed packages come in, and they're normally from FedEx. And we have a lot of service contracts with other universities with FedEx. And I just remember they could not ever deliver to our lab ever again because their reason the door was locked. And that,
What?
Yeah. And that was, and that only happened because of COVID, like after COVID.
Right,
and they
never
tried to, solve the issue. This is like a university, like we need lab supplies, we need samples, we need like, this is
you can't be waiting for that stuff.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that's so annoying.
Yeah, I just always had, it's not like, the worst company ever or whatever, but I just always had issues with FedEx more than anything. Yeah.
Canadian Crawler wants to know, what is one new feature in Scarlet and Violet that improves the game, and what is a new feature that doesn't improve the game? Glitches or lag does not count, he says.
I'm still not, I don't think I've gone into all the different features. There's one I don't know what to do with as I'm going through the game, and it's all this, I don't know, this attributes or whatever, these level 1s, and you can raise these level 1s, I guess, with sandwiches. I don't know what this is about. Like,
I think that's to give you like boosted encounters or boosted boost shiny rates. Like if you do a certain sandwich and then it like raises the fairy power or whatever, I think like more fairy types will spawn for so long. Okay. Yeah, it doesn't make it very clear.
Okay. I just remember like going through the course in the university and I still had just no idea what's going on. So I don't know, some of those kind of on top features, but those are kind of like features I can ignore. So it doesn't really matter too much. I think more is the map. The map is kind of confusing me in certain areas.
The map is a little bit confusing. I think it doesn't do a good job of explaining what all of the icons are. You just kind of have to figure it out to know.
Going through tunnels, like underneath, like I have no idea where to go. Like, there was one time I was like, in a mountain, there's a Pokemon center in the center of that mountain range. And it's like a huge crater. Like it's, I'm glad there's no fall damage in this game too, because I went all the way down to the bottomless pit and found, there's the Pokemon Center right there. Let me heal my Pokemon. Yeah. Okay, I'm surrounded Pokemon that are 10 levels higher than me. This is great. So yeah, the map doesn't do a very good job with it doesn't show you height, distance, or caves or anything like that. So
Yeah.
Maybe next time around they'll put some more
They
characters.
could include something like that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I do I guess this is a feature, but the fact that there's more to do than just the gym battles. Like there's kind of 3 paths that you can take. And you can do them in any order. You can mix and match them. The gym battles, the Titan Pokemon, and the Team Star raids or whatever they are.
The Team Star hideout raids. Yeah.
Hideouts. Yeah. I think that's cool. I think that makes it, it breaks up the monotony of all the gym battles. I like that they included that. And then a new feature that doesn't improve the game. I'm thinking more of like things that I wish they had included.
Yeah.
But I don't really love the little challenges before the gym battles.
Oh,
I don't
those
know
were a
which,
little tacky.
Yeah, I don't know which ones you've done already, but like
Yeah.
they're all ridiculously easy. They're not very fun. They're kind of pointless. It's like, why do I have to like prove myself to do a gym by like rolling an olive into a basket or like doing like a stupid little rhythm game? It's not even a rhythm game. It's just like a matching game. They're not very fun.
Yeah, they're kind of just meh. You just kind of go through them and it's like, all right, let's get to the gym battle. I've done the streaming one. Oh my gosh, I forgot what was the one beforehand, but the one I just did today was normal type. And
Okay.
you had to face all the different trainers with clues.
Oh, that one actually was probably the coolest
like
one.
that
And that one was the coolest one. It still wasn't like fantastic, but that was like the best one. There's another one where like you have to just go around the town and look for Sunflora and just like click them.
Oh no, that's the first one.
Did you do that one? Yeah.
Yeah, I did that one.
I don't know.
And then there's one that you look for the professor. That's the streaming one.
Yeah, that one I was
Where's
like,
Waldo?
why am I? It's like the worst game of Where's Waldo?
It's like, oh, I see 8 pixels right there. It must be him.
Yeah.
Click over there.
So yeah, I could have done without that. I wish there was like the traditional gym puzzles.
Yeah,
but whatever.
I just make it straightforward.
Yeah. Asimov wants to know thoughts on Legends Arceus versus Gen 9. Let's start with that. He has a second part to his question.
I mean, Gen 9, I don't have too much opinion about it yet because I haven't really gone through all the new Pokemon. I think the ones that I've gotten are kind of pretty cool and creative and original, which is great compared to like the other previous gens that haven't been so great. This one's actually feels really cool. Legends Arceus, I mean, I wasn't there for the new Pokemon or the Arceus forms too much. It was cool to find some of the forms there, but that's not why I was playing the game or I had much opinion about. So, what about you?
Yeah, I think there were a lot of things that I really liked about Legends Arceus, especially like just the story and lore of like from the ancient Pokemon times was really cool to see. I also liked that you were able to catch Pokemon without battling them. So I wish some of those things were back. I'm with you on where I'm still not really sure which one I like better yet. Just because they feel so different. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like if I'm comparing it with Sword and Shield, definitely miles better.
Got it.
But yeah, I don't know. It's hard for me to compare right now. He also wanted to know, would you want Game Freak to do a traditional remake for Gen 5 or a Legends Kyurem?
Or whatever the next one. Yeah.
Yeah.
I would be so down for, oh man, for Gen 5, that's Black and White.
Just remember how the remakes for Gen 4 were treated.
I know. I don't really care much to replay Gen 5 like that, actually.
No, me neither.
I would rather play the original Black and White than a remake like that. So, yeah, I would go with the other one. Legends, whatever, Hero.
Yeah, I never knew how to say that legendary's name, but I don't want that to be the remake for Gen 5, But I do
Yeah.
hope they continue the Legends series. Like I would love for that to become its own little spin-off series, because
Mhm.
I think that, there's a
I think
lot
it's
of
cool.
lore that you can dive into. I think I said before, that I really want them to have a Johto Legends game, like Legends Celebi or something, because there's a lot that
that'd
you
be
can
so
dive
cool.
into, like in that world, and the history of it and the lore. I love that.
Oh man, a Legend Celebi I would be
Yeah.
so down for that. And some
Yeah.
time, like, kind of story to
Mhm.
explain, because Celebi's all about that time warp. Oh man, that would be so good.
Yep, that's what I want. And then finally, J-Man wants to know, what is the best thing about Thanksgiving, and when do you think it's Christmas time? Right after Thanksgiving or December?
The best thing is the food,
Oh, absolutely.
I think. Yes.
Yeah.
Getting all the food, preparing, whether it be from friends or family. A lot of people make some great food on Thanksgiving, and you just eat a ton. And I think it's just like a good day to just relax and just like, you don't have to worry about anything. You don't have to go anywhere. You're just gonna eat your food with your friends and family, maybe watch some sports or whatever, and you're good. Yeah, that's what I love about Thanksgiving. What about you?
Me too. Yeah, definitely the
Yeah.
food. Pumpkin pie, it's so good.
Pumpkin pie is a great stuff.
And then I feel like the time between, like, after Thanksgiving and December is like just kind of like a lull period before the Christmas season. I definitely don't start getting into the Christmas season until December.
Oh, really? Okay.
I don't like, people put up their like Christmas trees like this weekend, like right after Thanksgiving. Like, give it some time. Give it some time.
Just give it some. Okay, sounds good. I know some people that it's like Christmas time is November 1st.
Oh my
Like,
God, that's way too early.
have you seen what was it, Mariah Carey's video?
Where she's
From
like
how
awakening, coming out of the cave or whatever. She's
I thought that was good stuff.
no longer hibernating.
Yesterday felt like the idea of capitalistic Christmas right in front of me. It was an experience for sure, just seeing all the deals and the people, and so it's definitely the Christmas spirit, at least getting all the presents and stuff. I like Christmas. I like it. It's good to have a lull between and starting. I think, yeah, you're right. I think after a few days, like Monday after Thanksgiving, that's like everyone's thinking about holidays, Christmas time. Really.
Yep. I need those couple days to just kind of like digest
Relax.
both literally and physically and metaphorically from Thanksgiving and November and fall. Yeah.
And then Christmas comes around, and then repeat next year. We're almost to 2023.
Oh
That's
my
just
God.
I still
Don't say that.
Man, we got to talk about all the upcoming Switch games too. It's maybe some speculation show, and talk about our Christmas schedule too. Are we doing end of the year stuff?
I think so. I would like to do that, where we did the past couple of years, where we get together, with the rest of the PSVG crew and kind of do our end of the year wrap up. I think we could do that again.
That would be cool.
Fight for Stray's life. I'm telling you.
You do. Oh man, I can't wait for the 30-minute.
It's gonna be heated.
You and Donnie are gonna be so heated with that one. I'm gonna just be quietly over here with my own personal games that I beat this year.
With your little RPGs while we're like going at each other's throats.
Pretty much.
All right. I think that's gonna do it for this week. We will. I'm planning on beating Pokemon Scarlet within the next day or two. So I'll talk about my spoiler-free opinions on the ending, which I heard the ending is really exciting. So we'll see. Cool. Keep going. Hopefully we'll see if you keep going with it, and then we'll start wrapping up the end of the year.
Probably like it'll take me like a couple weeks compared.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Take your time with it.
My time with it. I'm playing other things too outside of Nintendo, just trying to get a break. a little bit. But yeah, I plan to finish this game before the end of the year.
Cool.
Yeah.
All right. In that case, that's going to do it, Koopalings. We will see you next week.
Bye-bye.
Have a good night.